Hello, hello? Can you hear me?
Hello, hello? Yes.
Can you hear me, chat? Can you respond? I think this is working. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rubicon RUNWAY 10. 第10回ですね。Rubicon RUNWAY へようこそ。I think I accidentally started like opening video a little like sooner, I think, but I think it's okay. And today we have C night as usual, and also we have disco for the commentary.
Hello.
Yeah. So welcome. Thank you for coming, both of you.
Yeah.
そうですね、今回いつものC ナイトさんに加えてディスク王さんにも、実況解説に参加していただいています。ありがとうございます。あといつも通りミハさんにも大会裏方でサポートしていただいています。参加もしていただいていますが。Yeah, also Miha is helping this event in the background. He's also competing too. Thank you, Miha. As usual. Alright. Let's get started. Right, just a quick reminder. I started this tournament to improve inter-regional relationship, especially JP and Global. I know there's an ongoing tension right now, but please, I just want to ask everyone not to amplify the drama, and we can have a constructive conversation. 今ちょっといろいろね、ちょっと前のシーズンいろいろあって、ちょっといざこざが、あるような状況ではありますが、あまりその敵対行為を、お互いに煽るようなことは、なるべく避けるよう呼びかけていこうと思いますので、皆様ご協力よろしくお願いします。Right? Participants. So we got 16 players this time, as you can see from various regions. I got a little nervous because the number was very low until very end. So, but we got good number, I think. So, thank you very much for participating. そう結構最初参加人数が直前まで少なくて、結構ちょっと今回そわそわしたんですけど、なんとか16名も集まっていただいて、本当に良かったです。ありがとうございます。でいつもこれ言っているんですが、これはちょっと地域間の対戦になるので、どうしてもラグが大きくなってしまいます。極端な場合は、対処を行いますが、その一定の通常の地域間の対戦で起きるような、ラグに関してはレギュレーションの一部と捉えていただき、寛容な対応をお願いいたします。The latency will be higher than usual because of inter-regional matchup. But please consider this as a part of a regulation, except for extreme cases. And please be mindful when you communicate with other player. Right? So, 基本情報ですね。で、これいつも通りプラットフォームは Steam。シングルエリミネーションの3位決定戦あり。全試合 BO1 で決勝戦のみ BO3 です。で、シングル戦、2分の、通常の対戦ですね。で、マップはマッププールからランダムに選択します。で、固定機体戦なので、必ず提出した機体のみを、使用してください。また、全試合配信します。で、所要時間は、おおよそ2時間半程度を見込んでいます。The platform is Steam and a single elimination with third place playoff. BO1 for all matches except for the final. We are going to do BO3 for the final. And the single match format, a 2-minute timer. And map will be selected from the map pool every time, for every match. This is a build doc event, so please make sure you use the submitted build for the entire event. All matches will be streamed, and the event will likely take 2 hours and 30 minutes, roughly. And we have a prize, $30 for $30 for first place, $10 for second place, and $5 for third place. And we have a design award, and price will be $5. And we're gonna do a viewer voting again. 今回賞金はここに書いてある通りなんですが、今回も、前回から導入したんですが、視聴者投票を実施します。And in addition to the prize, you can get a YOSSY point, and you can get special prize for this accumulated YOSSY point. And this time, I usually give like n multiply like a 3 YOSSY point, but this time it's gotta be like a 5x, so you can get more YOSSY point for this time. いつも3×3 のYOSSYポイントを付与してるんですが、ちょっと1周年が近くなっていたので、ちょっと今回から少しYOSSYポイントの付与の割合をかける5に増加しています。Yes, you can get special prize for the YOSSY point like this. Yep. Yeah, please check the Tonomel for the detail. This is a map pool. Okay, this is a type again. Contaminated City A, Contaminated City B, Dunes A, Watchpoint Delta A, Jorgen. So these are the maps. すべての試合は、私、主催者が作成した、部屋で実施されます。マッチング地域は世界ですね。世界サバの、キーワードはランウェイ。小文字でランウェイですね。RUNWAY ですね。でもし、何か困ったことがあったら、Discord の、試合連絡用というチャンネル、もしくはヘルプデスクというチャンネルで、主催者やモデレーターに連絡ください。Yeah, TO creates lobby for all matches, and you don't need to find your opponent in the Discord chat. You can just follow my instruction in this streaming channel. And the lobby is global lobby, matching region global, and the keyword is runway, all small case. And if you have any problem, please use match coordinate channel or help desk channel on the Discord. I think that's it. Any question or comments? 何か質問とかあればご連絡ください。Okay, I think okay. I think this is as usual, so it should be okay. Alright, time to create bracket. Let me see. Let me make sure everyone is picked in. I think this time is very difficult for EU player, but okay, very good, very good. I think this is the first time that I see everyone check in. Alright, very good. 今回結構EU のプレイヤー参加者には結構厳しい時間帯だと思うんですが、結構何名か参加していただいていますね。ありがたいことです。Okay. Only final is BO3. BO1 for everyone. Everything else. I'm gonna click one shuffle, just one. これ一回だけシャッフルを押します。Okay, shuffle. Just one. 一回だけです。Okay, this is a bracket. Okay, I think it's time to start.
Chloro.
Chloro. How do I pronounce the...
So his full name is cursed, and it's Chlorastoklos, but no one's supposed to say that. It's just Chlora.
Yeah, Chloro.
Or Chloro.
Yeah, my question is this player, the other player, DTHG0E, like a
Doggy.
a doggy. Okay. It makes sense for this profile picture. Okay, let me double check. I think I created lobby. Okay. Okay, lobby is created. Flora versus doggy. Flora.
Oh yeah, Doge might be more correct.
Doge.
Yeah, that's the meme way.
Doge. Flora versus Doge. I gotta click 3 times for the map selection. 1, 2, 3.
So we got Regalia, 20B, very interesting. Using the laser rifle version of Regalia.
Okay. Alright, let me go to... map is CTA. Actually, CTA. And me... We are waiting for...
Like,
okay, Troll is Alpha.
Is trying to do one of his gorilla specials.
Alpha, and Doji is Beta. And let me see. Shh. Oh, no. Okay.
They started.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm streaming. I sometimes, get the hiccup here. So I was a little nervous.
That's a very all-in build from Chlora. Generally, these do really well if you're not fighting a shield. But I'm pretty sure Regalia pulls shield. Did I miss something? Does he not have one?
Alpha's like Chlora.
No, he doesn't because he has 2 missiles, Split and Coral. Or Earshot.
Beta side, Doji.
So this is
Huxley.
From
Split
Southeast
hybrid for
Asia.
Chlora.
Let's
Opening
pick it
Earshot.
from Chloral side first.
So he just ABs at him, hits the whole missile, does the lance. It's going to be rinse and repeat over and over. First exchange is negative. And can he close? I'm gonna guess yes, but Regalia is good at keep away.
Sticking right above and right below seems to do pretty good against the Lance.
But he only needs to connect once or twice. Look at these big chunks going both directions.
Yeah, there is a PA disparity though.
Yeah. Chlora is well regarded as the Monkey King, so if there's a way to win without thinking, he'll find it. Didn't find it.
Right. First place goes to Doji.
So Regalia is one of those builds that really shines in most pings as you get higher skill level because it's so flexible. A lot of respect on the build and all the variants of it for that reason. And something like this Monkey Lance build, which really just has one decision to go over and over, if you can find the line on Regalia, you technically should have game agency, but it's not easy to find it.
ディスコーさんからレガリアに関して解説がありましたが、結構かなり柔軟なプレイができるものなので、結構スキルがある人が使うとかなり強い機体だと。
A map like this is also really strong if you can pull AP lead, which Regalia has been able to do consistently. And then you can just kind of rotate around the buildings. Lance has a hard time with that. Lance has a hard time with a lot of things, but like especially hard edges.
I think this is where the barrel legs are gonna get poked out. Dang,
that's it.
GG.
GG's.
S1 goes down.
You brought a very interesting note though.
His AC name was aptly named both Death and Glory. Good job, Chlora. In death, you found victory.
Right. Doji, this game. Right.
And do we have another round by Doge? Does he have to back-to-back fight?
Oh no, this is just a BO1. There's gotta be.
Oh no! But the second round at the very top of the bracket is also
okay.
yeah.
I would maybe skip this, and I gotta start from this one.
Does that work?
Yeah. Let's give Doji a little break. Next match is Negev versus Calliope. Negev.
Another very interesting matchup.
This is technically round 2. Right? I'm gonna click 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Dunes A.
So Lethal Dose generally has a hard time against NGI missiles and Walt rifles. And dual missiles. A lot of this is really hard. But Feral doesn't do that well against trying to dodge bad touch weapons.
Negev is... Negev is Alpha. And we're waiting for Kali.
Another interesting decision, that's a Talbot on Lethal Dose instead of the Walter FCS.
Chlora and Doji is still there. Oh, Kali's here. Okay.
Do you want to... if we kick Chlora, then the next 2 people can come on deck.
Yeah, I think we got him in. I guess Chlora will be just here to spectate.
Okay, and who's we're starting with Negev?
Yeah, Negev. Oh, I'm gonna start. Yeah, start with Negev.
Sounds good.
Yeah, Alpha Beta.
Hell Arms, Walter FCS. Negev definitely has the advantage in the mid-range battle. Also, the dual missiles are one of the strongest weapons against boats. They're really, really hard to fight because you can't free fall to dodge them, and their DPS is the highest per missiles.
Hmm. まずはアルファサイドネゲブさんの視点からで見ていきます。
Dang, that was on hit.
Classic barrel aggression opening, just AB in and start shooting. A little aggressive on the charge shots, just kind of fishing there. Generally when you're fighting boat, you want to save your big shots for when they redline, which is frequently. But lands the first stagger. Oh, second stagger is traded, and it is back in Donk's favor pretty decisively. One of the other big advantages that Negev has is not coming up here. The charge shot on the right arm lets you do a kick cancel, which is really, really destructive to boats and tanks. If you can ever get in a CQC environment where they're staggered, you can get like 3 or 4 kicks off them. Standard opening poke fails. It's going to be neutral for both players. Negev comes in a little bit more cautious than the last time. And as soon as that NGI missile goes off, I think the real match starts.
I think you go.
今回ネゲさんはかなり慎重に立ち回っている。
I think if Negev plays this a little bit more cautiously, even in the mid-range, it's a lot easier to like get the missile advantage out.
Yeah, he just needs better timing on the charge shots. His mid, it's very good positioning.
ネゲブさんかなりいいポジショニングで中距離から一方的にダメージを与えています。
Yeah, he's kind of locked in now. He's hitting with everything.
Mm-hmm.
This is another one of those matches that, even though Lethal Dose might have the early elo advantage, the agency is on the side of the quad player. So if he can find the line, he can secure wins consistently.
Ooh, so scary. Got the reset.
そうですね。ネゲブさん ACS リセット。
It's a close game, but you only need one shot with Lethal Dose. The bad touch machine. Nice trap. Very good missile trap.
2フェーズ目を取っていっているのはネゲブさん。
These openings are also really important whenever you're against a Lethal Dose. A lot of times you want to just fly straight in, but you need to create enough variance that they can't hit you with their facons consistently.
リーサルドースで火山小肌に対してはこの差し上がりには結構重要だということです。
And it looks both players are just trying to poke from here. Once you get past about the 700 meter range, facons are no longer dangerous until you get in the 300 meters. So there's this whole mid range that's very safe, and that's where missiles kind of take over. Negev has successfully landed in that space, and now all they have to do is get off the ground before they take a facon shot, which didn't work. Let's see if they can recover from this. Okay, they got a shot, traded the PA. Now in their favor, and they're in the right zone. They've got the elevation. Get out of the crater and you're going to be in a good spot. When you're fighting somebody where the air is the safest spot on this map, you want to be over the water, kind of, towards tent. But it doesn't really matter. He's very decisively landed kick combos. It's kind of over. Great job finding that. And
GG
for the win.
GG's。3フェーズ目決めていったのはネゲブさん。お見事。
I was curious if Kali would kind of like stagger the engagement by waiting for the Majestic to get out before like committing to a fight.
Like their Majestic or the enemies?
The enemies, for Negev's Majestic to go out, because that way when you go in, you would turn off all the missiles while going in, and then you'd only have to worry about the WLT for stagger.
It's kind of risky though, because Walt you can throw out uncharged, like so you don't have to commit, and you have this passive damage sort of.
Right. But you do have the extra life, so you could like in that window commit in order to kind of like force a fight over, like instead of having a long fight in a medium range, have a long fight in a closer range where the Talbot and the two Majestics and plus Vasan would be a little stronger at.
It's risky versus kicks though. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it's risky.
Next match is Sock versus Ballistic Salsa. It's going to be NA match. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Watch point Delta A.
To answer a couple of statements in chat that I missed. You can free fall dual missiles if you hold forward. It's because of their angle though, they are it's a lot tighter. Those and what are the green missiles called? I always forget those. Not PFAO. Aurora are both a little tricky. You have to go forward when you free fall.
And also, ballistic salsa is here. Right? Please start whenever you're ready.
Very mixed arms from Ballistic Salsa. We have the Ludlow plus Zimmerman and laser drone. So it's just a variant Zim build, a little bit better mid-range, a little bit worse stagger punish. And then from Sock side, we have the full Noct Zim setup on Hakoshi.
I'm hyped to see the Hakoshi.
This map is really good for Noct legs. It's one of the flattest maps in the game that we still see on the rotation. So this is where you want to be fighting if you have to fight this matchup. Really good areas to force fights over are the bridge and the cement barricades in the water. Both of those make it really hard to AB at you effectively.
Okay, opposite sock from NA. Yeah, she got
Love
skinny. Better side ballistic salsa from NA. Right. まずはソックさんの視点から見てみます。
So the Ludlow advantage does give a little bit more long range, but normally Ludlow is especially good against AB. Oh, he does enter with AB. Interesting. I guess the drones make it a little bit hard to just stay neutral. Interesting things about this matchup, the Yaba is more built for aerial combat, and Hakoshi is more built for ground combat, and it's a CQC game, so it's going to take place on the ground.
Which has Hokushi?
The Noct has Hokushi.
Sock has Hakoshi.
Sock has Hokushi. ソックさんHokushiブースターを使っていく。
Alright, first stagger went into the air a little bit too long. Very even otherwise though. Similar EN efficiency, similar capacity. These are going to be very, very close AB distances. And
The shield, yeah, the shield difference is doing a lot between the two.
That's a really good point. And you can't AB effectively because of Ludlow. Ludlow slows down the AB if you're getting hit. That's very interesting.
1ページ目を取っていったのはバリスティックサルサさん。
In a matchup like this, what do you think about purging drones early on? Like, drones is more important versus heavyweight stuff, and then you get to have better QB spam?
Because it debates between how long the engagement duration. If you're able to like have a fight just when your drones are going off, that could help a lot.
What I'm interested in is when I see this Noct do neutral jumps, that usually is because you're out of energy. And that also is when they're taking, wow, that was a really good punish. That's when they're taking the majority of their stagger. Okay, if he can rat, learning to rat is hard. If he can rat here, this is a very, very safe position given the energy differential and the map. Play ring around the bridge. Even stagger.
It's too long of an engagement.
No, not quite.
GG.
It's tricky to learn it. Lightweight is hard.
GG。決めていったのはバリスティックサルサさん。お見事。
Ballistic salsa was too spicy!
Ballistic salsa さんは海外で大会とかも主催されている方ですね。ぜひ、他の海外大会の方もぜひぜひ、時間がついて合えば参加してみてください。Alright, next match.
Sue is one of my favorite players to watch because they are not
Sue
just
versus
talented.
Takada Taka.
Sue is one of the people who's made up his whole. He made up the build. He made up the play style. I really like seeing this guy perform, and he always performs well.
I always dread fighting him on like a low EN build. I always just feel like it's the meme of the guy looking up and the screen's all blue and you're just like, no.
Dunes A. Map is Dunes A. Dunes A.
What do you think about the butt blade versus quads? It's no shield, so you have a little bit of a downside versus the laser shotgun, but it's got a lot of aggression. You got Santai and Flugel. There's not a lot of running from this.
You do have to execute it well because it could be a little rough if like Sue diagonally QBs the sword to kind of like get around it, because like the sword cuts from like right shoulder down left, right? So if they dodge towards that side it's coming from, it's a lot easier to kind of like, and once you miss with the sword, you're not going to get that swing again, and two shotguns are right there.
True. And this is EU to JP ping? Does that sound accurate?
Tsu is NA.
Yeah, Sue
It was NA. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Tsu is NA. So NA to JP. Takada-san is the only JP player for this time. He's a melee player. This will be very
All of our
tough
hopes
matchup
are riding
for
on
him.
you.
今回唯一の日本からの参加ですね。本当にありがとうございます。Yeah, I'm gonna spectate from the Tsu side first.
Standard open, go into the air, has the shotguns. Oh.
Oh!
Big punish.
Yeah, big punish.
And he even got a shotgun off of him, but you can't run from Santai. It's hard to dodge. I mean, you got kicks, one kick connects, and you got the whole combo coming out because you don't have a shield, your giant quad hitbox.
Yeah, it's dependent on QBing the stuff that's coming around.
Very tight play though. I like how Takada is playing this. Very patient AB coming in, very clean.
Counter kick will do a lot too.
And he's just sitting in a safe zone, abusing the shotguns. All he needs is a stagger.
Jeez.
Oh, and he misses it. That's a lot of punish. I wasn't aware that you could do that much. I've been playing boat for too long.
20B is very rude.
That was a one cycle, is that right?
I mean, it was 3 laser shotguns, but yeah, with the DHA too.
So I guess you have to PA as soon as you get into stagger range.
Yeah, for both, yeah.
What a deadly game. Lands the fish. Lot of stagger though, very dangerous. Forces the counter PA. But now he's on the ground, he's got 20B energy, not a whole lot to deal with.
He dodged one of those shotguns really well. Ooh. Ooh, one of the shotguns on cooldown. Whoever gets staggered.
That's it.
Oh!
That's it.
BG!
GG's. Takada did
Very
very
scary.
well.
When you're fighting laser shotgun and you're in the like 50 to 60 meter height range, there's not a lot of safe space. Very tricky. And you don't want to turn and run because then you give him the opportunity to just refill his energy. It's I couldn't do that. That's why I play missiles.
高田さん参加いただきありがとうございました。GG です。Alright, next match is Daniel the Fancy Bell versus ACWLC. Fancy Bell versus 1, 2, 3. Jorgen.
So this is one of my favorite blade builds, where you have the butt blade, PFOW, a lot of flexibility. This is one of those builds, though, that you really have to learn the pre-cancel to effectively bring out, because you have a lot of range control, but all of that comes from your blade.
Is the shield new for HCWLC?
I've seen this build online from some of the PlayStation people. I don't know if it's new for him because I don't know his history.
Yeah, usually the CN players typically play double melee. So I think Hada didn't play double melee the last time, but I don't remember the time before that. But it's very rare exceptions is it not double melee. So I'm pretty interested to see how this plays out.
Some CN player plays like a Itofuyu Bravo, like a melee with a shield sometimes. So maybe ACWC might have been the one who play shield with melee. I'm not sure.
Something to note: this is the tallest map that we have in our rotation for a tournament. So very good advantage for boat. Not very wide though.
How much taller is it?
Oh, like 20 or 30%. It's very tall.
Oh wow, okay, that's a lot more than I thought.
I didn't know that. かなり高さがあるマップということです。他のマップと比べて。
Very neutral trades. Both players have lethal output for staggers, but I think that Fancy Bell probably has an extra stagger in his health bar compared to the melee. Gets a favorable PA, forces the opponent to use it defensively or reactively.
両方 PA を掛け合って大きなリードを取っているのはファンシーベルさん。
One of the other things about this matchup is there's not a whole lot of range threat, and Fancy Bell can just hold his damage and wait till he gets into range and then blast him. However, the shield advantage does exist on HC. Doesn't matter though.
フェーズを取っていたのはファンシーベルさん。
Something else interesting, when you're in close range, when you're in 90 meters or less, Majestic turns into an attacker side shielding weapon. So you have to shield it based on the attacker's perspective instead of the defender. Beef Out Chip comes out. Very, very even right now. This is a map that is almost impossible to push on for Fancy Bell because of all of the rat holes. So if HC can just shoot right now, if he goes and he hides in the hole in the corner, it's game over, he wins. But it can be hard to get there without giving up AP lead. Also, it's not very exciting. Defensive PA. Very clean. Only a minute of time left. There's plenty of hiding spots here. The aggression is in the water though. He's coming in. He's hungry. He wants to sink that boat. I'm hearing the Jaws theme. Very clean. He's thinking, he's planning, got some strategy here. Behind the invincible crane. He's playing ring around, going up, going down. This is exactly how you want to play on a map like this. Very intelligent. Holding lead still. staggers very close both sides.
Oh, he needs a hard disengage.
And he takes a missile hit, dodges the LCD, just has to keep going around, lands a kick. Very dangerous. Gambled with his life.
GG.
Jeez.
Honor and death. Love to see the build though. A lot of flexibility there.
Right, next match is Froton versus Empriest. Froton versus Empriest. Right, 1, 2, 3. Dunes A. Dunes A.
So we have a modified regalia. Does it even count as regalia if you use a melee weapon?
フロトンさんは変則的なレガリア機体を使う。Is it melee? Wait.
I think it's
Yeah.
Etsu Shampoo Laser Blade, right? BBC? That's Santai Firmeza. And then from Imperist, we have a similar build to what Chloro played round 1, except it's reverse joint.
I guess I had to ping Froton. Oh, Miha already did. Oh, okay. Froton's here. This is Alpha. Right, please start whenever you're ready.
So they have similar stability, similar wind condition, but I think that Fronton has a little bit more melee threat, if that makes sense. Yeah, Lance is a big fish.
Yeah.
Sampu Etsu just kind of hits.
Right. Also have Froton from NA. Beta side, Empriest from Southeast Asia.
Oh, he's using the aperitif where you set up and then go in for an alpha strike. Very fun. Goes for the blind earshot. Just a free test. Are you awake? If not, eat this. Let's see if he takes to the air. Air is a very comfy place for earshot to be because it punishes the ground. Drones come out, dodges them pretty easily. Oh, takes the second shot just as I say that. Gets this out. And he needs to get a little bit of an angle to start threatening. There, good shot. Punishes the wall.
Oh, wow.
And that's all it takes. What we should be seeing here, or hope to, is a little bit more AB from Fronton side. You can do a soft lock, go up and get some angles, or you can just move forward with your pistols. AB for positioning. Sometimes takes a little bit of time once you start picking up the game competitively. Similarly, learning where drones are, even though they're behind you, takes 3 out of 4 of those shots. Pretty risky.
Drones are rude.
And here's the wombo.
I think the earshot missed.
Yeah, you don't want to shoot earshot into the air. It's got a really bad time targeting, a lot of angle variance, and it's a really small radius projectile. Every single one of those kicks is connecting.
Dang.
Damn.
And then Pierce isn't just stylish, he's also deadly. Sends him
GG.
down.
GG's. Okay. Next match is wait, what is this? Gamma-chan. Wait, what happened to this? Gamma-chan versus JC Tech. Initial access. What is not access? Whatever. Gamma-chan versus JC Tech. Gamma-chan.
So JC, people probably also recognize custom build. He's the only person who plays this, or the one who started it. A lot of hours on it, and a really smart player. So he's got a lot of flexibility, and he also has a lot of skill to come with it. Gamma-chan, I'm not too familiar with, but I'm very familiar with the build. If you play ranked, you probably... Sorry, go ahead.
The map is Jorgen.
If you play ranked, you're probably also familiar with this dagger tank. This is the fastest build that has ever existed in AC6. Nothing outruns this, nothing ever has outrun this, and it's a tank. So what are you going to do about that? You have to fight in CQC. Luckily, pistols are really good at CQC, so it's going to be a kind of interesting game. Fasan's also really punished this tank. It's got one of the lowest energy defensive stats of anyone. You got both a Basho frame and a tank leg set, so very, very harmful. And also the NGI plus Basho gives you about a 4-second red line, so plenty of time to hit him with a full charge. JC Tech is fighting the ultimate battle though, which is being sleepy. So we'll see how that pans out.
I see JC Tech is texting, so he should be available. It's very midnight in his time zone.
He's over there trying to fire into the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about
Attacking
the
an oil
politics, but
refinery.
yeah, he's in a very tough situation, so I hope he's okay.
Okay, and we're starting from Gamma-chan's perspective. True? Have we seen this player play Dagger Tank before?
No.
I think he played like once.
Did
like, long time ago. I think he was kind of practicing. I think quite long time ago.
That's probably why I forgot.
I'm really excited to see if they can consistently pull off the dagger cancel, because it's beautiful to watch. It's one of my favorite things in the game.
Yeah, it's not easy to play like a Chloro level though. So let's see. Let's go Gamma-chan.
You have to get into lock range. It takes just a tiny bit. Oh! A lot of Fasan players will shoot both at once. Tricky. You have to get into lock range in order to do anything. Successfully doing the cancels.
Oh yeah.
But JC also is abusing one of the main weaknesses of this tank, which is hard walls.
Right.
And as long as you stay on the other side, they can't do a lot.
Oof.
Cast Fasan. Very clean. One of the main things you'll see as players start to get higher and higher elo is better use of terrain, and JC is one of the highest elo players we have. Popping out, getting the sun shots, hiding again. Very ratful, very honorable. Full shot. Look at that damage.
That was a good PA.
Yeah.
Preemptive PA, yeah, forces the defensive PA from the tank, and that also resets the red line. So he's on the ground for like 6 seconds. Very smart. Pistols come out defensively.
Ooh.
Doesn't see him though. Precast Fasan again, doesn't matter. He was seeing 3 seconds in the future, that's why he didn't see the enemy. JC is one of the best main players, probably since we've seen Lord Farquaad. Just very, very creative uses of these guns, consistent use of these guns. Makes me wish that I was good at the game. Gets in the pistol range, gets out, no punishment, very clean. Runs away with AP lead, comes out with the Fasan shots. Yeah, full stagger, gonna disengage. We've got almost no damage on this tiny lightweight. He's showing what it takes to be a small guy and still win.
I wonder if Gamachan needs to, like, instead of opening with Majestic first shot, save that Majestic shot for any QBs.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't know about all the hiding spots on this map too. So just now it looked like he was out in the open, but really he's behind those little circles. This is a map that if you're crazy, you really can just hide for 2 minutes. Not that I've ever done that. The destructive elements on this map also are really useful if you're doing some plasma stuff, because you can get these AoE hits on things that are like non-blocking. That's something that I see Omara do a lot back when he used to play tank. Very clean getaway. It looks like it's hard to kind of execute on this dagger cancel consistently. And JC clears it with a body bump. Bad attitude. Great play.
GG.
GG's.
Good job.
Also, welcome back to JC. I think he hasn't been playing for a while, I think. Alright.
And we're going up to Doggy again.
Oh yeah, wait. Maybe, no, one more, I think.
Oh, you're right, you're right,
after
you're right.
this. Next match is Akuma versus Music for Your Plan. Akuma
So
is
we've got a
Akuma
wall,
there.
one of the top builds in the game right now.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. CTA.
And it looks like this is a mixed arms boat, just very, very flexible. I don't think these are generally top elo, but it definitely it works. Container and soup, pretty hard to dodge. It's a wide range of weight classes.
Kuma has a different missile and core than the usual WLT, right?
Oh, true. 3 PM is not very common. And is C3? Does that even have? Yeah, it has to have the weight capacity.
Wait. I got confused. Music for Your Plan, like this is like a disco respecter.
Yep.
Yeah, I love fighting that guy. He's a very good lamb too. He's one of the better NA lamb players. Very good selection of music.
Kuma usually uses like a wheelchair like explosive build, but he brought something else this time.
Ludlow in general is very strong against any AB build, and because boats are all AB, it can be pretty hard if you're a mid-range boat to fight against something like that. Because not only does it slow down your assault boost by like 0.2 seconds every time you do it, but it also disrupts all of your majestics, which can make you slower defensively and weaker offensively, just from a tiny little machine gun. That buff was one of the biggest nerfs to boats.
I think Kuma is making sure he's using a right build. Right?
Good luck, have fun.
So this is the smallest map in the game, width-wise. Might be a little bit bigger than the upper wall, but I don't know if that's in rotation right now. So there's not going to be a lot of... Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
There's not a whole lot of room to run. Definitely one container missile is going to threaten the entire map, which means there's not a lot of free space to relax. And container can go over the walls. Also, the nebula will go over the walls. So this is going to be pretty much a forced brawl the whole time. Probably not a lot of ratting. But I'm not sure who has the advantage. Opening up with some Walt poke versus the container poke. Take some nebula! You can't just be standing still against something with plasma. And boat starts boating. Love to see it. Executes falling star, drops, shoots out the nebula. Not a lot you can do versus that.
It's one of those things where you gotta reset your stagger and then have to start from stage 1 and the fight.
Yeah. Gets the PA. Leaves for free, perhaps? If he can drop the stagger. Nope, kick comes in. Needs the PA. Does PA. Doesn't let him punish the stagger. Very clean boat play.
But he's still hugging, so the it's in the stage 2 fight. Hugging that boat, getting close, getting good damage.
Yeah. Misses the kick. Stagger's almost going to come up. Both sides, very close. Boat executes first. And lands the majestic punish.
Good first round.
I'm not sure this boat wants to run.
Sorry, go on.
Ooh!
Alright, he has the first round advantage. Walt does have a little bit more accurate poke from range, but container takes a lot of attention.
Kuma purged his missile in this fight.
Interesting. I guess that makes sense. They weren't doing a whole lot. I guess they were not running far enough for the chip to matter. I'm still having a hard time with stagger though. Down on stagger, down on HP, and the boat flies through the air with the greatest of ease. Just rotating at Skybox. Doesn't seem to have a lot of answers for that. Got rid of his missiles, but is trying to stay in Ludlow range. Has the shield, having trouble executing on it. There's a lot of missiles coming out from all over the place. PA comes out a minute into the game. That means at this rate, a stagger probably won't happen on the #1 disco respecter, who I am a respecter of. Stagger pretty close, doesn't have time to reset. Make a break,
Ooh.
and he's broken.
GG.
GG's.これ言っていったのはミュージックはヨプランさん。 Alright, going back to...
Now we got the Doge.
Yep. Miha versus Doji. Miha versus Doji. 1, 2, 3. Dunes A.
So we got the Demon Blade plus Earshot from Miha. Lot of threat. Also Curtis. One of these things hits, everything else puts you into stagger range, and everything can stagger punish. Very, very dangerous. Nearly lethal. From Doja's side, similar, less all in. No shield though. Shield's really important for these matchups. And he's on 20B, not a lot of energy. SPD. I think if he gets outside... Oh no, you can't even really escape because of Earshot. Nowhere is safe. This is very interesting. Definitely all in on both sides.
Oh, wait. Wait. I think my AC crashed.
Oh. Do over.
Wait.
I might have. Oh, maybe. I guess we're gonna find out.
Is it going? Like,
It's not going.
no going?
So everyone, if you...
Oh yeah,
pay
everyone's
attention
gone. Yeah.
to the Endless Void, you will find that as you stare at it, it also stares back at you.
I'm
Sometimes
restarting AC.
Sometimes if you listen to the Endless Void, you'll sometimes hear something about the scary door.
The scary door. One man should not be able to wield two Zims. With that much power, it starts to change you.
I'm gonna recreate the lobby. ちょっとゲームが落ちちゃったんで、今、部屋立て直しているところです。The lobby is up. 部屋立て直しました。And Dunes A.
Dang, everyone was ready. I'm like thinking I was gonna be the first person in the room, and there's already two people here.
You're getting old, Esky.
Alright. Let's try again. 今度は落ちないといいんですけど。
Good luck, have fun.
Yeah.
I had to double check me. Still had terminal armor because I'm like, I always forget, and now it could be the one day where Mia doesn't have terminal armor, and I would be fooled.
That is a really big deal, though. If you can recognize your opponent has terminal armor, you can start to play in very cheesy ways that just win you the game. Not easy, though, on 20B.
Miha versus Doji. Let's go. まずはミハさんの視点で見ていきましょう。
Your shot comes out. Whiffs.
東は当たらず。
Standard blade, no demon. Eats an earshot. Very dangerous to be on the ground in a wall like that. But he comes in, full aggression, both sides full aggression. And the air shot hits the person closest to the ground, as is tradition. Mihai is forced to just aggro and blade. But it's... Even though there's no shield on the other side, none of them are connecting. Very difficult. TA pops. 5 seconds. Make it or break it. Can't quite close distance.
MSB はドッジーさんのレベルでいきます。変則レガリア機体ですね。
Doge is playing very, very carefully. Oh, gets hit by the combo. Survives. Only just barely.
They got stagger, but they didn't take a lot of punish. It was a pretty good stagger for them.
Yeah. But now he has to try and push on one of the Radius levels. Once again, lower person takes the earshot punish. And Mihawk continues to hold the lead. Gives up a stagger. Comes very, very close. Almost even. One clean hit from either player takes advantage. You have 1 minute left, about half the game. Quarter of the health bar. Gets hit by a lazy missile, forgets they're out there.
Ooh.
Activates TA. Vertical punish on Demon Blade. If you ever see that from somebody, all you have to do is drop. Huge dead zone. And lands with a single Ludlow. Very clean, very well done.
GG.
GG's. Alright, next match is round 3. Okay, I'm gonna skip this one again. Alright, next match is Ballistic Salsa versus Tsu.
That might be a running theme throughout the whole tournament. Skip the first match of the new set.
Yep. This is going to be NA match. 1, 2, 3. City A. It's going to be a small map.
Drones are one of the best counters to quads. And Zims are also very good against quads. So in terms of weapons, Ballistics also has a lot here. But you'll notice that's an S10 on Su's profile. So it's not like these aren't things he hasn't solved before.
Didn't Sue? Wasn't he 6 like 30 minutes ago?
It's a fickle thing.
I think, yeah, I think so. I think so.
This leaderboard has changed fast.
Oh, it's a weekend, so maybe many players playing ranked.
We do read comments, Chloro, just to answer your question. Just not usually during matches. On deck, we have Daniel and Imperius. If you guys want to get in here, no rush, but as soon as this match is over, you'll be up next.
Have we played on every map in this pool? I feel like we're missing one map. Where I haven't seen it yet, but I could be wrong.
Also, Ballistic Salsa from NA. And Beta Side 2 from NA.
So neither side really has a range advantage. There's a little bit of a tempo concentration because of the drones. And there's a limit to engagement length because of 20B. So classic entry comes in, finds the mid-range, shields the lasers, and the punishment starts. Both players.
Oof.
Oh, big punish.
Gets greedy, does the coin flip, and loses it. Hard game, not letting him escape the stagger though. PA comes out, wishes he'd done that. And this looks like a pretty hard place to be, yeah? Confirmed with a blast of blue light.
Sue did a good disengagement with overheating both shotguns and just tapped QB as much as possible backwards.
Alright, so the engagement strategy wasn't wrong, but you need to be just a little bit more careful against lasers like this. Doesn't have to stay fighting. He's got control of the game, he's got range, he's got an escape. There's not a whole lot of chase on the laser side, but he opts instead to go for blood, as most shotguns do. PA used on both sides, staggers similar, HP similar. But he's on the ground, and the ground is lava, and you don't want to be in lava.
GG. It's definitely one of those situations where a second Zim, it definitely was more rough with the Ludlow in that situation, but it's like a give and take with these matchups.
Yeah. You can always hard counter your opponent, but you can't hard counter the entire match. There are a lot of different builds that pop up. There's a lot of different play styles. And I think that Sue just really understands what he's doing with that and what he wants to be doing at any point in time.
Next match is Daniel the Fancy Bell versus Priest. Right, 1, 2, 3.
JC Tech and Music for Your Plant, you guys are on deck.
Say that again?
JC Tech and Music for Your Plant are up next.
Oh yeah. Dunes A. Fancy Bell is out.
Lance is pretty hard for boats. Zims are pretty hard for boats. Drones, give or take. I think this is a match that Fancy Bell should be able to win. The lag, or the ping, I guess, is going to make it pretty hard to execute exactly how you need to, though. It definitely took me 2 or 3 games to beat Chloro's version of this build. So if this is something he hasn't encountered before, Imperius might just be able to lay all in on his monkey combo, respectively.
Offside Daniel the Fancy Bell from EU. Beta side Priest from Southeast Asia.
Kicks for air, opens up with the classic full wall charge. But Imperius is keeping range. He's very comfortable, he's very relaxed. All he has to do is get inside the aperitif range. There's about 6 seconds where Fancy Bell has to just dodge. And next, it's a long time to run. Full stagger. If Imperius can disengage, this is a clean opener. But they're both on NGI, so that's not so easy. Ends up on the ground, takes the stagger, forces a reactive PA from Fancy Bell for very minimal strategic victory. Imperius takes another full stagger, having a hard time resetting on these lance combos.
Very hard to get away from the boat that's on you.
Alright, let's see if Fancy Bell can repeat the opener and not the rest of it. Or, sorry, Imperius. Stays outside of the Angry Noodle. Very easy, coming up. I'm not sure that's what he wanted to do. Oh, just uses lasers. All right, laser drones. And he's gonna rat? What is he doing? Looks like he's taking explosives. Greedy kicks from both sides. Whiffs the lance. Bad place to be. Has a little bit of fuel left in the tank though. Escapes no problem. Stagger comes up. Grabs the PA. Escapes. Body bumps the PA. Bad place. PA defensively comes out. Full tank. Lance misses. Lance goes crazy. Vertical dodging is really effective against any kind of melee.
Oof.
And
GG.
you can't quite clinch it out.
GG's。取り切っていったのは、シーベルさん。見事。
Chloro has informed me that because he was S1, anyone who beats him has to be the new S1. This is Highlander rules. Anyone you kill, you gain the power of. Very, very obvious. I should have seen that earlier. Thank you, Chloro, for pointing it out.
Right, next match is JC Tech versus Music for Your Plan.
Singular. It can only be given to one plant.
Negev and Doge are up on deck. They're going to be playing the next game. If you want to jump into the lobby, that'll speed things up.
3. Yunzei. Again. Yunzei, okay. AC is... Oh. Right. Please out whenever you're ready.
So this Fasan build is really tricky for boats. JC is somebody who's patient enough that they're going to connect with them anytime they get a chance. So the boat has to try to force JC into negative positions every time they redline, which is not very easy to do. JC has a good control of terrain, good control of distance, and Fasans really punish both of those things. Container Missile can control Fasan a little bit. The
the poke.
Both of them. Testament to his attention. Comes in with the pistols, tries to finish the job. Has a couple seconds to stay on him to maintain the stagger. And it looks so far like he's going to get it. Punish comes out. Full kick punish. 50% of his HP gone. And all he has to do is rat. But will he need to? Gets out. Behind a building. Very hard place to be. Full punish. Second stagger comes up. And he's just one Fasan away from being dead. Still taking basically no damage. This has got to be frustrating for the boat player.
Dang.
Dang.
Boat has sunk. It's important when you're respecting disco, not just to respect disco, but also to respect distance. And he drops the container missile, very interesting. A little bit of extra distance, perhaps. But container missile is one of your main defenses against Fasans. The hit punch will mess up with the shots, and they can save you while you're staggered. Getting stuck inside the PA is difficult. I think he was redline, so it didn't matter too much. And he's stuck in CQC. Maybe that's why he got rid of the container missile, because it's hard to find times to shoot that if you're stuck close to your enemy. Now he can't push on cover, though.
Yeah, it's definitely a trade-off.
JC is somebody who is very, very comfortable taking as much time as it takes to win. Loves that elo. But he doesn't seem like he needs to take it right now. He says, take a kick, take a Fasan, take a couple of pistol shots. I'll be taking the W.
GG.
GG's. Right.
All right, next up, Doge and Negev.
Right. Negev. Which
Negev changed their profile picture during this tournament, I think.
really? 1, 2, 3. DTA. DTA. Which is alpha, and Negev is beta.
So the common information will tell you that Viral is bad and will never win. So the smart money is on Doge. But Negev is pretty good at this game. Maybe he knows what we don't.
Indeed. Right. Outside Doge from NA, that's no Southeast Asia. And beta side Negev from CN.
Probably looking at 200 ping, something like that. Whew. No earshot opening. Playing very cautious. There's not going to be a lot of time to do ground shots with this. You're going to have to do a kick to confirm. Or go for those. Yeah, that was smart. Didn't work for him. There's a lot of missile traps coming out, not a lot of breathing room.
Ooh.
Both players very close, but the stagger comes out again. 2 staggers to 0. Kind of the rule of the jungle when you're playing a Viral build. You don't really want to get staggered too often, or it's not really possible. There's not a lot of impact, too, from Doja's side, since he's using a laser. And the earshot can't hit, so this is a hard fight for him. I love to see Viral do well.
That was a good close range.
Yeah, just as I say that, earshot comes out, almost a full stagger, but still not quite, because Viral is Viral. You're looking at probably 2400 stability here. And already he's starting to recover his stability. Both players are very similar, and he still has the PA in case of emergency. Emergency happens, PA is not popped. He decides to go for aggression.
Doge got a little bit of a reset.
But in comes... Oh, he blocks the missile. He's doing a really good job handling the missile traps here. I think the missing PA from Negev maybe cost him this round and all of the tempo. 40 seconds left. A lot can happen though.
Yeah, it depends on the... Oh, there's a stagger.
Oh,
it doesn't even matter.
That's
Close.
so close.
Yeah. The most important thing to learn from this is that Chloro is an idiot. GG.
GG's. Again, proceeds. Semi-final. I gotta start from this one because Negative just played.
All right.
To
build JC.
Daniel the Fancy Bell versus JC Tech. This is semi-final. 1, 2, 3. City B.
Really hard match for the boat. You do have walls, but other than that, you don't have a whole lot of range. And it's pretty hard to chase.
Does boat have to do like a 2-stage engagement where they have to like get in range and then start to engage when JC would be like halfway through their energy?
Well, yeah, but you don't really because you're an NGI versus a ground generator. You can't really force that. You can kind of force misplays where people don't realize how close they are backed into a wall or something like that. But I think this is a match where agency is on JC's side.
For sure.
And they both are comfortable playing in enormous amounts of lag, so you can't even use the void armor as an excuse.
Wait.
Why don't we start with the other match, because JC is busy.
I think JC says in...
Yeah, he just started a ranked match right the moment I pinged him.
Can we do Negev and Sue? Yossi? Can we do Negev and Sue?
We can do that. Negev and Sue. Let me go back. Oh, complication is okay. I had to pick the map again. Okay, the map is already decided for this match. So was Jonas Alpha?
Negev is Alpha.
Negev is Alpha. Negev is Alpha. Sue is Beta. Right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, City B again. Easy for me.
JC and Daniel, can you guys get in here as soon as you're available?
So
just so that we don't have to wait.
Negev is Alpha. City B. So yeah, we're ready. Please start whenever you're ready.
These laser shotguns are really hard to fight against as quad versus quad, especially when you can't wiggle them like Lamb can. The stagger output probably won't be enough to tip over barrel because they don't have a lot of buildup. They're all just initial impact, which could be pretty interesting because Majestic is the opposite, and so is Walt.
Oh yeah. Please start Negev and Sue.
Sue, go ahead and ready up. Okay, so Stu's saying that this is actually a really hard match for him, which is interesting.
Interesting.
I'm learning all kinds of things. I haven't heard anything good about Viral for like 2 years, which is almost how long the game's been out.
Well, this is going to be the crab match.
Crab battle.
Is this our first time on this map?
Yes.
As I thought.
I like those leg insignias. Those are pretty fancy.
You're the worst.
Yeah, versus Sue. Let's go.
Opens up with the main wall.
They gave us force build, right?
Okay, and he just takes it very, very soft. Easy from both sides. Sue is going into a small rat hole to avoid the long-range poke that Walt provides, trying to force only the small engages. Almost nothing from both sides. Sue's taking a lot of damage here. Walt Majestic can't quite close the race with his laser shotguns. Forces a PA. Free engage from Negev. Uses the PA early. Comes out. The blender starts. A lot of pain coming out. Can't escape. Stagger comes up. Walt Majestic cleans it out. Just had to do one stagger in close range. That is a lot of pain.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch him from Sue's side. Has he learned anything from his scars? Picks a different engagement position. Choosing to hug the wall. Easily disengages the coral missile. Doesn't have the height advantage though because he's against NGI. Comes out, he's got the perfect position for those laser shotguns. Pulls a little bit of chip, can't quite tip him over. Does the next one come out? Misses. Stagger. Reset, he's really close to being tipped over himself. Okay, PA comes out. He's got 1:20. He can't rat, but he does have a little bit of a lead. Gives up the stagger advantage. Stagger matters more than health in this game. But he doesn't quite get killed by it.
Oh,
Just as I say that. Shot comes out, cleans it out.
GG.
GG's.
All right, JC. Are you out of ranked? Yes, he is. All right.
Yeah, let me do this first. Don't start yet. Oh wait.
The winner of this fight is going to go on to fight Negev. Is it
Don't
the
forget-
year of Negev? We'll find out.
Don't forget about the third place playoffs as well.
Yeah, don't forget the, don't leave yet. And JC. JC is beta. Bell is alpha. Right? Yeah, Bell is alpha. Okay, should be good. Let's go. This is the second match of semi-final. Yeah, both are from like EU time zone. It has to be very, very super early morning or like a midnight, right?
Very early. This is one of the only low ping matches. They said it's around 100 milliseconds for both of them. When I fight these guys, I'm at like 250, 300. All right, let's see if Fancy Bell eats the forbidden berry, the purple orb of death. Dodges the first one. Dodges the second one.
Ooh, but he got JC with this snipe.
Says, I know how to play this game. This is core theory. Goes back to almost even. JC playing very, very soft. Doesn't want to go in. He doesn't have to. Very dangerous place to be. Lands the stagger. Looking for a reset. He's got a little bit of zoning to do. If he dodges these missiles, he's safe. He does. Jukes back. Clean reset on the boat. Gets another stagger. Power of Hassan.
Staggered.
Yeah, mutual stagger. Brings it back almost to even. But he's in that pistol range. JC, full health. Not full health. Full stagger bar. Half health. Has enough of a lead that he can take at least one Majestic. And he gets another stagger. He is landing these one after another. He knows how to play against boats. He's disassembling them like a surgeon. Comes in for a kick, has a PA. Doesn't need it. Goes to the air, pulls the PA. Perfect time. The opponent has no energy, has no position, has no health. Looking from JC's side. Sends out the Fassans with love. Rejected. Story of my life. He's in pistol range. Comes out. Loops around. Disengages. Not a lot on either side. Very soft. Fancy Bell manages to dodge the Fassan trap. And JC again plays. Fast is slow. Slow is fast. Gets the stagger.
Fancy Belt got pushed out and then take as much as he could have.
Loses his entire stagger bar. Still has the AP disadvantage. He has to push. He doesn't want to push. Pistols come up. Another stagger comes out, and he is out of here. He's close. He's far. This is honestly what Armored Core 6 is supposed to look like. Very, very good plays by JC. Comes in, hugs the enemy, sends out the pistols. Kick comes out, doesn't need it.
The Fassan did a lot of damage.
Wow.
And he's going to the finals.
And then is it Fancy Bell versus Sue for third place?
I need to step away for about a minute. Feel free to continue without me.
Right, next one is a third place playoff. Sue versus Daniel the Fancy Bell.
Sue says in chat, we gotta stop meeting like this, Daniel.
Right, 1, 2, 3. Dunes A. Dunes A. Sue is alpha. Fancy Bell is beta. Alpha, Fancy Bell. Okay, should be good. Right. Third place playoff. Let's go.3位決定戦ですね。北米のツーさん対 EU から参加のダニエル・ザ・ファンシベルさんです。 Okay, Alpha Side 2 from NA. Beta Side, Daniel the Fancy Bell from EU.
Sue's playing pretty hugging terrain, trying to get the little bit of missiles.
I'm back.
I'll go back. Ooh. That was like an indecision moment for Sue, and it cost him like 3,000 AP.
Yeah, got the stagger, went in, should have reset.
There goes Fancy Bells. I think the AP lead might be too big of a difference though.
Right.
It seems like it's pretty hard to, without giving up stagger lead. He's definitely winning the trades, but he has to win more trades to win.
Mm-hmm. The boat has a lot of good energy defense too, so that's helping.
Yeah, he has to probably pick some fights around terrain in order to be able to reset after the trade happens. And that's a little tricky. You're already under so much stress because of all these different boat weapons. Lands the kick though, Blender starts.
Got a stagger. Fancy Bell didn't PA.
Big punish.
Oh, he got the reset too.
If he PAs...
Ooh, I think that was worth it.
Yeah, didn't need the PA, looks like. Maybe he did, because he lost the whole lead.
They both still have PA, but it's going to be interesting. Oh, there's the PA.
I think that PA greed might have cost this round. He's lost a lot of tempo. He's got a minute left. He can reset stagger. He does reset stagger. Oh no, gets clipped by a missile. It's a bad position now.
Yeah, oh.
PA's too late. PA control is a really important part of being able to dictate the pace of the match. And a lot of times you're in there on like the micro decisions and you lose track of the strategic choices.
Right. Third place goes to Daniel the Fancy Bell.
Great job, Fancy Bell. Sue, you disgust me. No, great job, great job.
Next one is a final. Negev versus JC Tech. Yeah, both won my tournament in the past. Negev was the first champion. Rubicon Runway 1. And this is BO3. JC won twice, I think. Right? I clicked one time for this time. There'll be a 3 maps. Right?
JC is also, I think, the highest consistent elo in the Europe area.
Yeah.
Very strong player, and this is his favorite build, so a lot of comfort.
Map 1 is Dunes A. Actually, it's already Dunes A.
It's Dunes A.
Right? Negev Alpha. JC Tech Beta. No. JC Tech. Wait, something's wrong. Oh, wait, something's wrong. Wait, never mind. Yeah, JC Tech's Beta. Right, here we go. JC Tech is beta.
So one of the things to think about whenever you have like a pistol build or a Zim build, every 100 speed difference between the two characters is about 27 meters of ping difference, if that makes sense. So if you have like 100 ping and you have 100 speed difference, you're 27 meters closer than it appears. And that can be a really big deal when you're starting to deal with like 110 meters of effective range. It almost increases by like 20 or 30%. So these types of matchups can be really, really hard when you're trying to keep your distance against somebody that's just a CQC blender.
Right. This is a game 1 of final. Negev versus JC Tech. Let's go.
Okay, Negev takes the air, goes back. He's slightly out of Hassan range right now. Trying to close without taking chip. Easier said than done.
That's gonna take a few bit of resets.
Yeah, but he's doing a good job of doing the stance bouncing. And he's in the correct range now. He just has to not get chipped. Yep, good job, good job. 30 seconds down on the clock. No damage so far. Pistol's starting to come out. But Varel doesn't stagger easily. Hassan's happen. Trying to do the reset, JC Tech. He's light. There's a lot of buildings. He looks like he's going to reset on stagger. He does. And that's all he needs to keep doing. Engage after engage. JC can just rat, and he probably will. There's not a lot of effective push from the Negev's side. Overextends, gets punished with a Hassan. Rinse and repeat. JC Tech again lands the stagger. Varel getting tipped over. Goes for a reset on the lower box. Once Negev tries to close on there, he can go into the tent, very free. Goes under, goes into tent, no. And he only has a tiny AP lead, even though he is advantaged by a good section. He's much smaller. So a single shot from Majestic, maybe even from Walt, can turn this around. But it probably won't. It's really hard to close distance when you're this fat. The jumps are doing free FCS breaks. Still has the PA, 7 seconds left. Looks like it's a pretty clean out. Almost had it.
Ooh.
Right, time's up.
So it's not a free match by any chance, but it looks like JC does have a lot of control. And as long as he keeps playing tight, he isn't likely to let go of it.
I imagine when JC would go in for pistols, depending on the angle, a kick to interrupt it would probably do wonders for Negev.
It's risky though, because if you whiff that, then you hard lose the engage instead of being able to trade. Not free on any side. It's also pretty hard for him to maintain stagger because all of his shots are heavy.
I think he just needs to stagger all at once and not even worry about trying to keep the stagger.
Tricky though. Tricky because all he has to do is jump up and down. These shots here. All of these shots here are slow. I guess all this pretty fast. Gets a stagger, almost has it on JC. JC smartly PAs, no greed. And it is even almost exactly. Negev has the lead, but he still has to approach. The power of Hassan. JC looks for a reset behind the box. Not super safe to do because Negev can just leave, but I guess that puts him into the sweet spot on Hassan.
Ooh, that was a good hit.
Further lead.
Good dodge.
JC's not sure what to do. He has to reset, but he only has 20 seconds left. There's no PA. I think it's too late for him. He has to get a full stagger here, and that's at least one.
He's
clip.
almost there.
Any hit will kill JC. Any hit will stagger. Wasn't enough. Very tight. All from one hit, Walter. It's enough to switch it.
Negev played that right too. Once he got the advantage.
What do you think does that? Is it just being able to land these dice rolls, or is it missile traps?
It's how he's controlling, because the fight naturally has to go towards Negev. He's able to get the distance from the pistols much better, so he's able to space out the fights and take less pistol damage. And then by bringing the fight up, he gets that missile to start chasing JC from behind when he goes up to chase him.
This is really, really impressive. He's landed 3 Walter shots so far, enough to get a stagger. And he's actually connecting with the duo and the NGI despite the weight difference. And now he just gets to pull. This is the dream for all quads. Lands the Majestic. JC's in the air. He's got low energy. Feints a red line.
Good PA.
We're on the ground. It's where he wants to be. Huge HP lead. Doesn't matter that his stagger is low, but almost all of it's dropped. Is it enough to tip him over? JC just has maybe 2 Walter shots left in his bank account. Doesn't even need to charge it. Not enough.
Good first game.
Good first game.
Sort of looks like when 2 champions fight.
Next map is City A. 次は小さいマップになりますね。
Of the ranked maps, this is the tallest map. It's taller than LOC even by a little bit. That gives a small advantage to NGI builds. Doubly so because pistols aren't so good here. When you're not trying to speed rat with like AB distance, it's a very comfortable place for quads in my opinion.
I'll start from JC's side.
Right. Sneaks in, hugs a wall. Hits with a Fasan. Just barely. That's all he needs though. Comes in with the pistols. He's sticking to him. But the stagger goes down on JC first. Negev gets tipped over, but he still has the AP lead because he's a big boy. Negev floating around, very comfortable. Gives up almost his whole stagger bar. Loses the AP lead. All it takes is 1 engagement.
Ooh,
just taps him with an uncharged Fasan. Right. JC is owning the rat zone. Exactly where he wants to be. Very hard to play on this map. I've played him here many times. On many builds. He's very comfortable on it. He's just rinse and repeat. Fasan, pistols, disengage, reset. He doesn't care how long it takes. He's going to have it.
Oh,
Baits out the PA. For those of you who don't know, probably everyone does at this point, Fasan is an attacker side guard, which means if you can PA and force somebody to do a reactive PA, the ping difference oftentimes means you can hit them on your screen while they're shielded on their screen, and they're stuck in place because of PA. A lot of times you can just force a win by PAing in a place that might seem wrong. So he has the match run 1 lead. Tiebreaker will go to him, so he doesn't need to force an engage. The opponent comes at him, he jumps into the air with pistols, and very cleanly gets almost a full stagger bar on barrel. Not easy. Stagger reset gets cancelled by duos. Barrel
got the reset.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying he got the reset. The guy did.
It's really hard to get away from those pistols. Songs come out.
The guy's got the AP lead from that while getting the reset. I didn't see the hit, but
I didn't see the hit either. It's hard. I mean, Majestics just do stuff like that. Proximity detonation. 45 seconds left. PI on both sides. Coral muscle down. JC looking to come in. He's on the ground. A little bit dangerous because of the Walter charge. And he's got a missile trap. Disarms it very easily. No damage there. Gets hit by the Walter though while he's turned around. Very clean.
that was a good
to do early PA to avoid the Fasan punish. 20 seconds left. Almost out of stagger.
Oh. That was a good bet, Negev.
Very, very tight. It's easy to forget, these aren't just stagger races. You do have a health bar and it can go away. Alright. Early game, very, very passive, as it always is. Looking for positioning, jockeying for any advantage. Very, very close matches. You need these.
I think the charge WLT hit JC for a good chunk of damage there.
Decides to go for a reset. He says, I'm going to chip this out with Fasan. You're not so far ahead of me that I can't. Because JC is much lighter, he can dictate the pace of the game as long as he's confident that eventually he'll get lead back. Sometimes it's actually the more relaxing way to play when you have a speed advantage from behind, because your opponent isn't chasing you anymore. Gets a very, very good pistol opening, but gets clipped by the NGA explosion. Comes in, stagger comes up. PA too slow. The Curse of Fasan. And he's sticking to him with pistols. This might be it. Closing it out.
Yep. GG.
Yep. You have a winner.
GG's.
All right.
Right?
I've got tickets to a wrestling show. I'm gonna head out. Loved being a part of this. Great job, everybody.
Enjoy, Disco. It was fun having you.
Right, this concludes this main part of this tournament. Right. The winner of Rubicon Runway 10 is JC Tech from Middle East, and the second place goes to Negev from CN, and the third place goes to Daniel the Fancy Bell from EU, and fourth place goes to Tsu from NA. Congratulations everyone, and thank you for participating. And the tournament is done, but we still have the design award. So if you have time, please stick around. Right? Oh wait, I got New image from Fuck. Let me. Too big. Alright, let me go through one by one. Something is wrong. Alright. Right, this is Sox build. I think this is awesome, like all the coloring and you can see the gradient here. And yeah, they still have a U-hole decal work too. I would definitely nominate this for the award. Alright. Sock. Alright. And this is Miha's build. Very nice decal work. I think this is Miha's very like a regular build. I would skip this. And Call IOP. I think this is her like a regular like a setup, regular paint job. Yeah, it's very good looking, but I think this is very normal. So for her, so I'll skip this too. Kuma brought very good looking. This is a Hyper Robo or WT Robo. That I can see some detail decal work here. How can I like zoom in? Okay. I think overall, I think a little simplistic, so I'll skip this too. By the way, I mean comments. If you have any like argument, please pause your comment. I'll consider. And the JC deck, yeah, this is very cool design, and this I love his this kebab decal on the chest. I think this is his normal design, so I'll skip this too. Right? And ACWC. I think this is very detailed. You can see all the like a decal work everywhere, and you can see all this gradient too. I would nominate this for the award. Right, Takada-san. Yeah, this is very good looking. I think this is similar to what he brought last time, but the build is a little different from last time. I don't know, this is a tough call. I would nominate for now. I don't know, let me think. I'll nominate for now.
Yeah, I definitely do think it's worth being nominated.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah. I love this decal work. This means like a blading, and yeah, this relates to like a blading. This is a Chinese character. Oh, this is a dagger tank. I think this is a very simple design. I mean, I love the build though. I'll skip this. And I think this is Chrolo's build. This is also a very simple design. I'll skip this. This is music for your plant. This is very simple, but I noticed they put decal created by JP Player. これゆいでんさんが作ったこれあれですよね。デカール貼ってありますよね。So I hope Yuren watch it. Creator of this watches this streaming. Maybe I'll let him know later. But I think overall, I think it's a kind of simpler side compared to other builds. So I'll skip this. Yeah, Tsu's build is very beautiful, but this is a, I don't know, he brought this like many times previously, so it's a little hard to judge. Actually, I think we have this a similar case for other, like for example, like Fancy Bill. That's cool. I'll nominate for now. Let's see. I put him in the bottom because this is a little repetition, but he never won award with this build, so. Right, Doji. I see some like details, but I think overall this is a little too simplistic to be awarded for the design award. So I skip. Proton. Yeah, I think this is a little simple, too simple for the design award. So I skip this. And Negev. Yeah, the same thing as Tsu. This is a very cool design, and I think that he specifically designed this for like a horse. I forgot the name of the horse, and I think he didn't win because Empress brought like a crazy fantastic design. So since I nominated Tsu, I nominate this one for now. I had to reduce before I move to the voting, but I'll put him here for now. Yeah, same for Fancy Bill. I mean, Fancy Bill brings very good looking build all the time, but he never got award, so I don't know. This is similar to like one of the first version, I think, but I think all the weapons are different, and I think I see some difference. I'm not sure, but I will nominate this one too. I would say same category as Tsu and Negev. Let's see. And Empress, yes, this is his iconic like design. Actually, he already won design award with this one, so I had to skip. Oh yeah, Fancy Bell say yeah, same build as the first one, so I had to skip this. He already won award for this one. Okay, so let's see. The ballistic salsa. Yeah, I think this is cool, but I think this is a little too simple for the award. So let's see. I think we got so far 6. I think 6 is a little too. I guess 6 is a little too many. I don't know, but I can do 6. I don't know. It's hard to drop. Oh yeah, disco casting was great. Yeah. I agree. Let's see. All right, I think we can do these. We can pick from these 6. What do you think? Any objections?
I don't think I have any objections.
No objections? Or do you wanna like nominate some other build? 他に何かノミネートしたい機体があればコメントしてください。この下3つは素晴らしいデザインなんですけど、結構なんか前にも何回か少なくとも1回以上持ってきたことがあるみたいなんですよね。 新規性がちょっと劣る。けどデザインは素晴らしいです。といったところです。Alright? I don't see objection in the chat, so let me end this poll for now. Okay. End this poll. And let me create new poll. Design or voting. Right, sock. HC WLC and Takada Taka. Su. Wait. I can only add 4? Wait. Is that how it works?
Right? I don't know. I don't usually do
add option. Wait, I had to I had to reduce this. Oh no. How about this? I'm gonna do first poll for D3 because this is already like brought to the previous tournament. Then pick one from D3 and then do another poll with D3 plus the one selected from D3. I don't know. I didn't want to complicate this, but this is kind of tough. I think I should use maybe other two. I don't know. But I think this like YouTube poll is more interactive. So okay, let's do this. 2 negative. Let me create a new page. Two negative. Can't see that. This is 2. Negative. ちょっと困ったんで一旦これ予選としてこの3つから選んであとここで選ばれた1つと他の3つを足した4つから決勝として選定します。Right? Right? Please vote. Please vote. This is a semi-final.
Semi-final fashion.
これ、あれ、一次予選です、これ。まあでも二次予選か。I'm gonna wait until 12:20 EDT. Yeah, Negev is leading. Negev さんがリードしますね。こちらのニューヨークの時間で、まあ、12時20分。日本の時間だと、1時20分かな。まあ、そこまで待って、決定します。これ、二次予選です。Okay, that's it. So, I get one semifinal. So this is a final. The sock. CWLC. This is okay. Right. This is a final. Sock. Alright, let's go. Yeah, Sock brought very beautiful coloring with a gradient. And the U-Haul decal. And some bunny here. Is this bunny? Maybe. And the ACWC brought a very beautiful build too. All the detail, all the decal work. And the Takada brought very cool melee build with those melee inspired like a Chinese character decal on his shoulders. And they get brought the horse, beautiful horse design build. I think this is for the, what was the name of the horse? Again, please remind me. I think that horse passed away, right? Like quite a while ago, like a few months ago. Yeah, somehow Negev and also Empriest, they're a big fan of horse. Okay, I will wait for until maybe 12:25 EDT。ニューヨークの時間の12時25分まで待ちます。日本の1時25分ですね。What was oh wait. Arknight? What is Arknight? What is Arknight?
It's a gacha game.
A gacha game. I wanna Google. Arknight. The game. Arknight. Arc Knight. Arc Knight. I don't know, I couldn't find it. Look up. Oh wait, Negev is leading now. One more minute. Or maybe less than 1 minute. Oh, Gentile Dona. Yeah. I want to Google actually Gentile Dona. Gentile Dona. Is this right horse? Right. I think time's up. Okay. The winner is Negev. Negev Gentle Dona design.
Hans.
Is this the right horse? Better. Oh wait. I got the cool. I think this is the right horse. Alright. Alright, Negev, congratulations. I think that's it for Design Award.
Yeah, I think that's everything.
Yep. And gonna have just a quick announcement. So as I announced like last time, I am planning YOSSY Point Reset in May for 1 year anniversary, and I am planning to offer special prize for top 3 players. And I'm also planning to give a special award for the top frequent participants. Yeah, I haven't decided the detail yet, but yeah, please come back to my event. So we're gonna have 2 more until 1 year anniversary, including the anniversary event. And the next one, Rubicon Runway 11, will be scheduled for mid to late April. 先月もまあ告知したんですけど、5月にちょうど1周年になるので、YOSSYポイント、一旦リセットして、上位3名に、まだ詳しくは決めてないんですけど、特別賞を贈呈する予定です。それに加えて、参加回数が最も多い プレイヤーにも何かしら、賞を用意しようかなと思ってるので、ちょっとまだ詳細は決めてないんですけど、ぜひぜひ、今後の私の大会に、参加してください。あと、次回ですね、ルビコンランウェイ11は、4月の、中旬から下旬あたりに開催予定です。月1で、開催することを目指しているので、また詳細が決まったら連絡します。That's it for the announcement. And okay, we can go to closing actually. This is last time, so let me update. これ前回のやつなんで。Where's the poll result? これは。Japanese 42%. English 37%. Both 60%. Other 5%. Okay. So very well balanced, I would say. Oh, there are many, like a multilingual audience too, like a 60%. I don't know, like people learn like either Japanese or English recently. I don't know. I think other is probably Chinese. I think. I'm not sure, but yeah. So thank you everyone for watching. I'm very happy, you know, we're getting both audience from like a JP and like a global. So very good. Right? I think this is it. C-Night Disco, do you want to say anything? Do you have anything?
Disco left a long time.
Oh, Disco left? Okay.
Yeah, he had a wrestling tournament. He went right before the fashion stuff.
Oh, okay. That's fine. It's gonna lay here. And do you want to say anything?
No. Thanks everyone for showing up. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sina, yeah. Thank you for your help. As always.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. It was quite nice, you know. We had disco this time, you know. I think we could provide a lot of technical detail this time. So I think that's it. And thank you very much for participating and also watching. 皆様参加いただき、またご視聴いただき本当にありがとうございました。また次回会いましょう。See you next time. Signing off. Bye.